When it comes to your finances, it literally pays to have the right mindset. In fact, it pays to have the right mindset in any area of life. The one thing you need more than anything else to change your finances or your life for the better is the right mindset. Your mindset makes all the difference. How you think about your money determines how you act with your money. How you think about your situation determines how you change or don't change your situation. In this episode, I'm diving into why mindset is so important for your life and finances. I'm also going to break down money scarcity so you can spot the signs of that particular mindset and work to change it. So let's start at the very beginning. Let's start by breaking down mindset. If you're not familiar with the term mindset or you haven't quite grasped what I'm actually getting at, I want to make sure you walk away feeling confident about it. According to the dictionary, so super basic, right? Go to the dictionary and you'll find mindset is the established set of attitudes held by someone. So basically their philosophy on life or their philosophy on any particular situation. So how you think and feel about things determines how you act with such things. Let me say that again. How you think and feel about things determines how you act with those things. Let's take an example. If you think that eating a piece of cake will make you fat, you may not eat that piece of cake if you really don't want to be fat. On the other hand, if you think eating a piece of cake will taste good and you are in the mood for a treat, you may eat that piece of cake. Okay? So I kept it very simple here. If you think of eating that piece of cake in a bad way or that it'll produce a bad feeling, you're probably not going to eat that piece of cake. But if you think of eating that piece of cake as a good thing or it'll leave you feeling good because it's going to taste good, you're probably going to eat it. So my point is that how you think about things, whether those thoughts are accurate or not, okay? So whether those thoughts are actually true, it doesn't matter. It will impact your actions. And that's why mindset is such a powerful force, because we could be thinking things that are entirely not true, but because we think them, they make us feel a certain way, we're going to do things because of those thoughts. The scary thing about it is, if you're not aware of how you're thinking, aka if you're not aware of your mindset, you may be doing things that truly are not helping you long term. However, you would never know that until you became aware of your mindset. So that's why this can be really scary if you've never taken the time to understand mindset. You could be doing things that really are serving no purpose for you. So awareness is everything. Once you kind of understand what mindset is, the next part is really building that awareness. When you are acknowledging and even changing your mindset, it all starts with awareness, with knowing. If you are not privy to what you're thinking, you will not be able to recognize and change your thought patterns or your behaviors. So you may be wondering, well, okay, Rhea, how do I know what I'm thinking? Well, first you notice it. It's actually pretty simple once you think to do it. So how do you notice it? Well, start by asking yourself, what am I thinking? Ask yourself what you're thinking throughout the day and then answer the question. So you may be thinking you're hungry, you're tired, you want to buy something, you want to scroll on Amazon, you want to scroll on social media. I mean, the options are endless for what you could be thinking. The point is to start recognizing it. Start understanding what you're thinking. Start recognizing those thoughts, because once you recognize them, you can have insight into them and eventually change them if you need to. So we've talked about what mindset is, how to start becoming aware of your thoughts. I really want to spend some time on this notion of money scarcity. So breaking out another dictionary term, scarcity. Scarcity means insufficiency or shortness of supply. So when I refer to money scarcity, I'm referring to the lack of money, or more specifically, a person's thoughts around their lack of money. Now, I'll distinguish these two in just a little bit, but just know that a person truly can have money scarcity, aka a lack of money, a lack of supply of money, or they could just think they have money scarcity, meaning they actually do have enough money, they just don't think they do. So unfortunately, the more you think something is true, the truer it becomes for you. And in fact, let me not even say unfortunately. It's only unfortunate if you think bad things about yourself or your situation are true, right? Because the more you think something is true, the truer it becomes for you. So if you are constantly thinking that you don't have enough or you don't make good money or you're always broke, whether that's actually true or not based on fact, you'll never believe you have enough. You'll always believe you're broke. You'll always believe there isn't enough money. So that's why I say, unfortunately, the more you think something bad about yourself or your situation to be true, the truer it becomes. But it can also be a fortunate thing if you actually think positively about your situation. But right now we're talking money scarcity. So the more you think about yourself not having enough, the truer it becomes. And this is why mindset really is critical, because as you now know, how you think often dictates how you behave. And those behaviors are what drives you to actions that align with how you think. So if you think you're broke, you're going to act broke. So if you're constantly thinking, I'm broke, I don't have money, anytime you get money, you're probably spending it so that you can convince yourself this narrative of I'm broke is true, right? Because you're spending all the money you do have. So let me break down money scarcity even further. Since scarcity means shortness of supply, money scarcity can be seen as a shortness of money supply. So basically, money scarcity is a lack of money. But what constitutes true money scarcity is a person not having enough to survive on. And survival does not mean shopping, dining out, getting your hair and nails done, or traveling, okay? Survival means having a roof over your head and any kind of food on the table. Doesn't have to be luxury food. Any kind of food on the table. That is survival. So the best way to determine if money scarcity applies to your situation is to get clear on your numbers. What amount of money do you have coming in? What amount of money do you have going out for your basic bills and necessities? So for the things you need to survive, what is left over? If you have a leftover amount, then you're not money scarce, okay? Money scarcity is not applying to you. You're just not doing the right things with your money. You're just spending the money that's left over and telling yourself you don't have any money. On the other hand, if your income truly does not cover your basic living necessities, then money is scarce for you. And that has to change as soon as possible. So this no longer becomes a matter of, well, I think money is scarce and therefore it is. We have confirmed based on your numbers that money truly is scarce. So we have to change that. We have to do something different so that money scarcity truly is not your situation. Because the longer you are in a money deficit, i.e. more money going out than coming in, the further behind you will get. So if this is you, I want you to start looking into additional income streams, because your only focus should be on bringing in more money, because the money you currently do bring in does not cover your necessities. And since they're necessities, we probably can't reduce spending on them any further. So after completing the exercise to determine if your money truly is scarce, you can actually determine if you have money scarcity or if you just think you do. And regardless if your money is scarce or you just think it is, we have to change the thought pattern. So like I said, if we have confirmed that money scarcity truly does apply to you based on facts, not based on our thoughts or our feelings, we have to change that, right? But when you know that, your thought should no longer be, well, money is scarce, it is what it is. Your thought should be, money is scarce, I'm focusing on fixing that. I'm focusing on solutions. So whether money is scarce for you or you just think it is, we have to change your thought pattern. So instead of focusing on not having enough, focus on solving the problem. Is it making more money because money truly is scarce based on facts? Or is it spending your money more wisely because you actually don't have money scarcity? You're just spending all your money. So really get clear on what the issue is here so that we can focus on fixing it. If you have a profit each month based on what your budget tells you, the solution is to make sure that that profit stays in your account, point blank, period. But if you have a deficit, the solution is to make more money. So hopefully by now, you should understand whether your problem is one of mindset or of true scarcity, or even a little bit of both. So at the end of the day, the question becomes, how are you going to fix it? How are we going to change this? How are we going to focus on the solution? Shifting your view from lack to solution will truly change the trajectory of your actions. And like I already shared, how you think dictates how you act. If you think in a solution-based way, you'll act like a person who solves problems. And that's what you want, especially with your money, but in any area of your life. We want to be someone who can figure things out, who can turn problems into solutions, right? We want to be that type of person. And remember, when you think in terms of lack, you'll never have enough in any area of your life. If you think there are no good men out there, there will never be any good men out there. If you think, well, I'll just never have enough money, you'll never have enough money. If you think, well, I'll never lose weight, then you'll never lose weight. So when you think in terms of lack in any area of your life, you will never have enough. So start practicing gratitude, start recognizing your thoughts, and start working on solutions. You're worth it. I promise you, no matter how bad your situation is, you are worth it. I hope this episode encourages you to shift from a place of lack, a place of scarcity, to a place of solutions and ultimately abundance, because we got this one life. We got to make it work for us. Now, before I wrap, I need to tell you that the Money Management Mastery Program is coming soon. The Money Management Mastery Program is an 8-week live group coaching and online course that I have created, and it helps women learn how to master the money they make. So in this program, over the course of the 8 weeks, we cover mindset, which after today's episode, you know is so important. We cover monitoring and tracking your spending. We cover how to create a realistic budget, setting money goals, and so much more. And not only do you get live weekly coaching calls with me, you get all of the lessons, all of my training, you get PDF guides and workbooks and spreadsheets and templates. So you get everything you need to succeed with mastering your money. Now, I only open this program one time a year, and that time is coming. So you can get on the wait list so that you are notified exactly when doors open. Learn more by going to mmm.citygirlsavings.com/money management mastery, and I will make sure to link to it in the show notes as well. Thank you for being here. I will see you next week.